Good morning, dear students. I'm Dr. Madhuri Goswami, and in today's lesson, we are going to conclude the active and passive voice that we have been studying. In case you have not watched the previous video lesson, then go to the description box. I'll give the link to all the videos which are the part of this lesson series. This video is prepared for the students of BA, BCom and BSc Part 1, subject General English. And this is in the continuation of the series of the lessons on the active and passive voice. In the previous lesson, I gave you some exercises. 2 of them we discussed during the lesson and 2 of them I asked you to solve by yourself so that you can practice the theory which we learnt in these video lectures. Dear students, here I would like to remind you about the listening practice. As I told you in the beginning, you might feel some difficulty in understanding English, but this is the only way that you can learn understanding and speaking English. Just listen to these videos again to give you a good practice of listening. I assure you that you will definitely be able to understand gradually and eventually. In some of them, I have used the bilingual method also. I have explained in Hindi also. But still, if you have any kind of doubt, we can discuss your doubts in the group where I'm going to share all these video lectures. These exercises will also be provided to you in the form of the PDF files in the same group. Just take up the exercise number 3. Change the following sentences into passive voice. Let's take up the first one. Rohit has cooked the food. The first step is to identify SVO because we need an object to make it into the passive voice. And here in this sentence, the food is the object of the sentence and that we will take up as the subject of the passive voice. So the passive voice begins like this, the food. Now the verb form will be changed. Which tense is in this sentence? The present perfect. Has just cooked. Remember the verb to be plus the past participle of the main verb. This is the verb form of the passive voice. So we will make it that way. And the food is here the subject. And the verb should be in the accordance with the subject and tense. So it will be the food has just been cooked by Rohit. As we have taken up the subject of the active voice as the object of the passive voice and that will take the preposition by before it. The next sentence is the workmen were repairing the road. Now check your answers. If you have written the correct one, the road was being repaired by the workmen. Or you can leave this the workmen in case it's not important to tell about the doer or the performer. Next sentence is the plumber has repaired the pipes. Its passive form would be the pipes have been repaired by the plumber. Dear students, please mind the pronunciation of this word plumber. Plumber. Its correct pronunciation is plumber. The letter B is silent here. The next sentence is the imperative one. Please shut the door. It will be changed in this way as it's a request. So it is requested to you to shut the door. Let the door be shut, please. The door should be shut, please. The next sentence is let's solve the problem. Its passive form would be the problem should be solved or let the problem be solved. Do you remember? In the previous lesson, we discussed about the imperative sentences. How do we change them? From the active to the passive voice. We use the word let and then the verb form be plus the past participle of the main verb, that is the third form of the verb. Why did you not inform me? This is the next sentence. It's a question. It's an interrogative sentence. So in these sentences, we keep the word, WH word, the question word, the same at the same place. So the sentence would begin like this. Why? Now we will take up the object of the active voice and that's me in this sentence. So in the subjective form, it will become I. Now the verb form. For the past simple tense, we use was or were plus third form of the main verb. Along with this, it's a negative one. So we will use the word not also. Then how will it be changed? The answer is, why was I not informed by you? Question mark. Dear students, please always remember to put a question mark at the end of the question. Otherwise, it will grammatically not correct, and we will learn more about this in our punctuation class. The last sentence on this slide is, will anyone believe your story? Again, we have an interrogative sentence. This question begins with the helping verb will. Which tense is in this sentence? The future simple. Now let's see how will it be changed. Helping verb will be used at the same place. Will your story. As we are supposed to make your story, that's the object in the active voice. Now we will make it the subject in the passive voice. So, will your story be believed by anyone? The verb form is the same. Be form plus past participle of the main verb. That's here be believed. So the passive form of this sentence is, will your story be believed by anyone? By anyone. You can put this phrase by anyone within the brackets because sometimes it's not important to tell by whom, but it's important to tell what was the action. This is the fourth exercise. Change the voice of these sentences. So here you need to identify first the voice of the sentence, whether it's in the active voice or in the passive voice. Let's take up two examples here. The room has not been opened for years. This sentence is written in the passive voice. So we will find the object of this sentence, and when we will change it into the active voice, we will take up that object as the subject in the active voice sentence. You might be wondering, there is no object given over here. It's hidden here. In these cases, you just try to guess maybe the object here. Somebody, or you don't know the person. So you can say, no one or nobody has opened this room for years. I gave you this sentence in the exercise so that in future if you find such sentences in which no object is given in the passive voice, then you can find out the objects in this way. The second sentence is, his friends blamed him for the accident. This is in the active voice, so we'll change it into the passive voice. Because in this sentence, who is the doer? His friends. What's the action? Blaming. And who is performing this action? The subject itself. So, it's in the active voice. The sentence in the passive voice would be like this. He was blamed for the accident by his friends. Next sentence is, a procession was being led by him. What's the subject in this sentence? A procession. Is the procession doer of this action? No. So this is in the passive voice, and the active voice of this sentence would be, he was leading a profession. The next sentence we have, and in that we have two objects, indirect and direct. Her father gifted her a pen. Passive form would be, she was gifted a pen by her father. Usually, we take up the indirect object to make the passive voice, but in case you take the direct object, then there is a slight change, and that's the addition of the preposition. It would be like this. Pen was gifted to her by her father. Next is, the rice is eaten all over the world. Same case as in the first one, we don't know the object of this passive sentence. It's understood that people eat rice all over the world. Sentence is, who broke the glass? Traditional grammar, it's changed in the passive voice in such a way, whom was the glass broken by? It's another form, by whom was the glass broken? It's also accepted these days. As we have done lots of examples, so by now I think you must have remembered all the rules. In rest of the sentences, we have applied all the same rules. Please pause the video and note down all the answers. Well, let's take up one more example. That's the last one. Promises should be kept. This is the passive voice. Now here we don't know again what's the object in this sentence. It's unknown. So the active voice of this sentence would be like this. One should keep promises. Dear students, if you have still any doubt, please ask in the comment section and revise these video lectures. I hope you must have understood all the rules by now and have learned how to apply them in both the cases, from the active to passive and from the passive to active voice. Thank you for joining. Happy learning.